In our study area, there are 200 hectares of greenhouses that consume roughly 60 million cubic meters of gas per year to produce mostly flowers. That's equivalent to the average consumption of 40,000 dwellings. However, flowers are an old Dutch tradition and locals are proud of exporting their products to the world. With that in mind, and posed with the challenge of placing 10,000 housing units in this area, we wonder, how can we use the housing deficit in the Netherlands as a transformative opportunity? How can we create a city that is symbiotic to nature and adapts the proud polder and flower tradition into a more sustainable urban metabolism? Our area is located in the municipality of Lansingerland, part of the Rotterdam and The Hague metropolitan region, and it's limited by the train station Lansingerland-Zoetermeer, the motorway A12, and the elevated express train line. Characteristics of this area are lack of trees and biodiversity, sound pollution, strong heat island effect, and nightlight pollution. As a first study, we used a ludic approach by adapting a game created by the Department of Urbanism at TU Delft. We placed the housing blocks in turn and with equal opportunities. That led to a not over-designed urban layout that raised some important topics. How can we make this area not feel like an isolated satellite neighborhood? And how much can the repurposing of the greenhouses help mitigate the impact of new construction? With this in mind, we started designing a three-phased implementation plan. The first phase takes place in the large existing empty areas, taking advantage of the existing transport infrastructure. The layout of the blocks is organic and prioritizes walkability. Most buildings have multiple housing typologies, resulting in a high-density, mixed-use occupation. As a second step, we aim to strengthen the local economical and cultural impact of the existing greenhouses. We repurpose and relocate them on rooftops or spread throughout the neighborhood. This creates a symbiotic metabolism of shared energy systems, where energy, water, and product consumption happens inside the local network. The last phase aims to make a smooth transition between the new buildings and the central region of Bleiswijk. We maintain the typology of the surroundings, prioritizing low-density single-family homes, preserving the suburban character. Aside from that, in a central area of the land, we keep the superstructure of a 150,000 square meter greenhouse. We call it the Eco House. Box-in-box structures can be added inside to shelter ultra-flexible public functions, such as schools, libraries, and theaters. But also, a micro-treatment station for sewer and waste can be placed to make the urban logistics visible for the people, acting as an educative space for awareness. To increase biodiversity and help with food security, we propose a large edible forest. Multiple green-blue corridors reinforce the old polder structure and help mitigate heat island effects and increase water storage capacity for buffering, aquathermal energy, and reuse in the dwellings and greenhouses. Finally, our conclusion is that this area provides immense potential for housing development. The existing transport infrastructure and large empty areas give an exceptional base for solving part of the Dutch housing problem. However, the impact of such heavy new construction must be compensated with other actions, making the opportunity to bring glass house systems a step further into the future something that cannot be ignored. Lokaal is an international creative collective composed of people from different nationalities and cultural influences. Our members have interdisciplinary backgrounds in architecture, urbanism, landscape, research, and design. Our cultural plurality enriches our discussions and helps maintain a sensitive approach throughout all scales, from urban projects to local contexts. We believe in the collective construction of knowledge and aim to contribute positively in creating new environments where people can live together.